today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Fields.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Able to fight through one tackle.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run on first down. Shepard. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Oilers are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Fields now to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Daron Payne in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Swift.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side, Swift.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Here's Swift.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Swift again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Fights through, and now a crease. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 86 yards on the ground for him so far. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Love. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Touchdown, Houston! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw again on second down.
Fields. Open man is Myers.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fields on first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack.
Fields.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. On second down, Minor. Room here to run. There he goes left side. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. An even 90 yards.
And the Oilers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw. Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Snags it for the pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, Minor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. Minor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
178 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to.
And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover,
after review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, Minor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They're going to look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Oilers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Give them 11 yards that time on the return.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Gets past one man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, he gets free left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Oilers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 106 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. They'll run on first down. Swift. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Minor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Daron Payne, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Minor. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Brandon, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run limit.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Lions have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he...
Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. On 2nd down now. Minor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Daron Payne in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he fields it cleanly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Just gotta be patient.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10.